Well, guys, it's time. It's exciting. We're here in game prep now, and looking forward to the trip to Dallas. Obviously, our thoughts with that hurricane that has hit down in that southern region down there is something that we're aware of and feel for those people. And it's always interesting is the excitement that there is for the games, and yet it's real life happening down there, especially in that Houston area, and so we're obviously conscious of that and feel for those people and what they're going through. Looking at our opponent, a team that when you look and study where they've gone and what they've done and who they've studied off of, I think any first game you always try to look into some of that, maybe how they're going to tweak who they are maybe from the year before. Take a look at the different places they've gone and visited with, and in doing that, yet you kind of got to go on what is their history. In the first game, you're always going to see some things that you haven't seen. There's new wrinkles every year on both sides. So the importance of really our young guys being focused and do what they've been trained to do. I think the unknown piece of that first game, it really comes down to you more than it does the opponent, and how you go about it. And the things that kind of show up, they've got a bunch of new guys, but a bunch of those guys have been on film a year ago, and you're able to watch and see how they play, and it'll be interesting. I mean, obviously the additions of the guys that they have, just like the additions of the guys that we have, so should be a lot of fun. Things that stand out, obviously, defensively, really the way they forced their opponents to lose on first and second down. I think 3rd and 7 to 10 and 3rd and 11 plus reels, there were a lot of plays on them, which tells us that they do a great job getting you into uncomfortable situations and behind the sticks, and that's something we're going to have to be conscious of, is trying to stay ahead of the sticks in what we're going to do. They do an outstanding job on offense, shifting, motioning, creating edges, doing some things that way. I think the quarterback play, he does a really good job, and they've done a good job limiting what he does, and yet being accurate with his throws and not giving the ball up. Obviously, their offensive coordinator, Tim Drevno, is a good friend. We worked together back at Montana State. He's been with him some different stops along the way, and he does an outstanding job with that. Our special teams, we got to take advantage of our specialists, and not only the guys that are doing the kicking, but we've got to create some field position in the return game when given the opportunity. To field some punts and field some kickoffs. So, but with that, it should be a lot of fun. And I know our guys are looking forward to it. We'll head out on Friday, stop by the stadium, let them look at that giant television screen they've got in the middle of it, and go play the game on Saturday. And that should be what it's at. We've the quarterback situation, we have a plan. It's in place. No, Edgar, I'm not going to tell you what it is, so there's no reason to ask, but we're excited about that, and we'll leave that for them to guess as well. So injury wise, CJ McWilliams is still out. Kamori Gamble, we're getting that foot re-looked at here tomorrow, but he's highly questionable. Other than that, we should be in pretty good shape. Quincy Linton came back, practice the end of last week, I thought moved pretty well. You know, Kylan, I guess, is the one that's still a little iffy, and he's a guy we need to have. But he went through practice on Friday. Some of the individual stuff and some of the walkthrough stuff, we're looking to see how that goes today. And but we're expecting him to be able to play. So other than that, we've added a couple new guys to the roster you're going to see, and you know, defensive lineman transferred in from North Carolina, and Marlon, and Gene, an offensive lineman from Texas. That'll obviously be helping us through this year as they sit out and get ready for next season. So those two guys are additions to your rosters as far as on our current team, and we welcome them and excited to have those guys as well.